Hey guys, welcome to the 92nd, that's right, 92nd Animated Girls Profile Confidential, and we are going to talk about, the title says it best, Mallory McMallard, or just Mallory, from Mighty Ducks the Animated Series, which came out in 1996. Now, in case you guys don't know about Mighty Ducks the Animated Series, I'll give you a little short history. Mighty Ducks the Animated Series came out in 1996 in conjunction with Disney's purchase and debut of their own NHL hockey team, the Mighty Ducks, which they sold off later on, and they just became the Anaheim Ducks. As well as in conjunction with the 2, if not 3, successful Mighty Ducks movies that starred Emilio Estevez. And because of those successes, they decided, okay, let's try animation, and they came up with this story with the help of iconic storyboard writer, the late David Wise, who's known mostly for doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, doing a few Transformers, and even touching upon the likes of Rescue Rangers and so on. And Mallory was one of the main characters in the series. Her history is she's a former soldier, resistance fighter, if you will, that becomes part of the resistance, when the enemy Dragonus takes over. And she basically acts somewhat like I guess if you want to look at it, almost like a second in command of the team. Not saying that's fact or anything, but if you watch the series, in a sense, she kind of acts like a second in command. When the likes of Wild Wing or Duke, are not around. But that's not necessarily the case, because Mallory does have her faults at times. In fact, one of the things that makes her a likable character is those faults that she has to learn from. She kind of has what's known as a bit of stubbornness, if you will, a bit of pride. A good example is Buzz Blitzman Mighty Duck, which is one of the more mixed receptive episodes that they've done. Basically, she doesn't see clear at the fact until basically, something happens that causes her to kind of realize she kind of goofed up and everything. She kind of goofed up. She kind of just did something she shouldn't have done. And, she has to go and make it right. But again, this kind of plays into her stubbornness, her slightness, if you will, her pride, because of the fact that she's always, she's by the book. She's a soldier, right? So she's by the book. She wants to make sure things are done the right way. There's no screw-ups in anything. But sometimes she realizes, okay, I gotta let my guard down. I gotta not act that way. I gotta act normal. Which also makes her a foil, if you will, a comedic foil sometimes for things that happen to her. For example, there's one episode where they encounter this hunter, and Wild Wing takes Tanya and Duke with him, but basically has Mallory stay with Nosedive and Grin. Kind of like a backup, if you will. And she's not happy about it because she wants in on the action. But she's stuck watching these two. Anyway, long story short, she's just one of those characters that, has that pride and stubbornness issue because she is a soldier. She's by the book. She wants to, do the right thing. She wants to get the job done. She's kind of like a, fight first, ask questions later, if you will, kind of woman. But she also has a heart of gold. She does. She has a heart of gold. I know that's hard to believe, but she does. She's a sweetheart in a sense. She's a, down to earth kind of a sweetheart kind of girl. And I mean, when she finally, makes up with Buzz and kind of apologizes for her actions, they start to kind of get along. They start to bond because there is one thing that kind of surprises her a little bit, because Buzz in the episode is a child genius, child prodigy, and when he says, he invented this certain bubble gum, that is a popular flavor, Mallory just blurts out, "Really? I love that stuff," So there's a bonding. So there's a bonding moment and everything, and which is kind of cool. What I do like sometimes is when she's, in the fan's perspective, paired off with potential love interests, she teams up with them at times. I mean, the three obviously at the top are Wild Wing, Nosedive, and Duke. A lot of people do sometimes favor one, Wild Wing and Duke over Dive at times because they feel that, hey, that would fit perfectly within a romantic perspective of Mallory. But myself and others out there have always been in favor of Nosedive because knowing Disney, they would be the kind that would actually do something like that. They would be the kind of studio that would be like, yeah, let's put Nosedive and Mallory together and go from there and see what happens. And honestly, I think it would work. I mean, yeah, people see, let's say, Wildcats and all that, and they're like, well, you had a certain couple there that seems similar to a couple here, or two characters here, and that's true. But the thing is, I think they were following a bit of what the comic book was as well to make that happen. Long story short, though, in my opinion, like I said, I think honestly Disney would do something like that. They would put Nosedive with Mallory. I mean, I'll give you an example. There's an episode called Traitor Among Us where it seems like Mallory is getting a little jealous when this female duck appears out of nowhere, and basically she is someone that cannot be trusted, we'll put it that way. So she ends up, basically infiltrating the duck team, and Mallory is suspicious of her, but she's also jealous. It's like when Duke and Nosedive try to get this girl's attention, try to win her over, basically you could see that Mallory is being a little jealous. In fact, when it's revealed that she is not who she seems to be, and when Tanya basically explains who she is, the first thing that Mallory says to Nosedive is like, and you wanted to go out with her, or you wanted to date her. So, yeah, you can tell that there was a bit of jealousy. Like, I think the writers were playing up the fact that Mal does have an attraction to both Duke and Nosedive. And again, in my opinion, I think Disney would have gone the Nosedive route. It's just my opinion. But yeah, I can't really say any more about Mallory than, pretty much I've said. I mean, she's a great character. I mean, the personality they gave her fits her. She's voiced by freaking Jennifer Hale, who's praised within Hollywood and within the cartoon industry as being a great voice actress for any female character you give her. So basically, how much more can you get? How much better can you get, I should say. But anyway, yeah, Mallory, I can't say any more than what I have. If you want to know more about the character, I say check out Mighty Ducks. It's on Disney Plus right now. If you have it, check it out. It's great. It's a great series, and especially you'll really enjoy Mallory. I mean, one of the things she does that, kind of as part of her personality quirks is, she doesn't get along with machines. It's like she can't connect with machines. Like, for example, when her and Tanya are tasked to, blow up Jagarnus' ship, or at least blow up the engine room, she ends up pressing the wrong button. And everything is like, I think it's like Tanya tells her, do this is instead of that, or something like that, and Mallory gets it mixed up, and she's like, toggle switch, right, and then she ends up, boom, hitting the wrong button, and everything. So, yeah, I mean, because she even tells Tanya, hey, I don't, like I said, she and machines don't get along, but yeah, it's things like that, and then like her being, her pretty much being like a sweetheart and everything as well. Kind of like she's kind of like she has that hardcore exterior, but hidden within in it. You take that hardcore exterior off, that soldier exterior off, and she's a sweetheart. She's just an average sweetheart. That's all she really is. She has a heart of gold and everything. She just has that hard case covering, if you know what I mean, that she uses to not make it seem like that. But yeah, and again, looking at Traitor Among Us, what she does at the end to really like get at Duke and Nosedive, is like, you know, she goes into her room, dresses to go and do what's known as a mall crawl, kind of like R&R after the day they've had, and she comes out as a freaking femme fatale. It's like, holy shoot. I mean, Nosedive said it best, like, holy moly, she's a babe. And even Duke's like, hey, you've been hiding something secretly or something. So, yeah, it's stuff like that you could really just enjoy about a character like Mallory. And I can't say any more than what I have. So, again, I suggest checking out Mighty Ducks, the animated series, and finding out more about Mallory McMallard. And I really think you'll enjoy it. I really do. But anyway, though, guys, that's going to do it for the 92nd Animated Girls Profile Confidential. We are 8 away, if you will, 8 away from 100. Who will be next? We shall find out. So until next time, though, guys, take care. God bless. I am out.